Okay, let's dive into this explainer. Today, we're going to objectively unpack the evolution of one of basketball's most complex, fiercely competitive, and honestly, accomplished figures ever. We're talking about Kobe Bean Bryant. We want to go way beyond just the highlight reels here. We're really going to understand the journey, the triumphs, the controversies, and that incredibly unique mentality that shaped him over a 20-year career. And to put the sheer, unprecedented scale of his legacy into perspective right off the bat, get this, Kobe Bryant is the only person in history to win both an Olympic gold medal and an Academy Award. No one else has ever done that. It's just an incredible testament to a greatness that completely transcended the basketball court, bridging elite physical dominance with world-class storytelling. So to truly grasp the essence of his famous Mamba mentality, we're going to trace his hero's journey through 5 distinct eras. We'll start with the prodigy emerges. Then, three-peats and turbulence. Next up, the rise of the Black Mamba, followed by redemption and final rings. And we'll wrap up with beyond basketball and legacy. Let's move to section 1 and see how this all builds. The prodigy emerges. Before he was the Los Angeles icon we all remember, Kobe actually had a highly unique upbringing that really set the stage for his intense focus. As the son of NBA player Joe Bryant, Kobe spent a huge chunk of his childhood in Italy. He learned to speak fluent Italian while his dad played overseas. Then, in 1991, at age 13, his family moved back to Philadelphia. And from there, his rise was just meteoric. He bypassed college entirely, jumping straight from Lower Merion High School to the pros when he was drafted 13th overall in 1996. By 1997, as a rookie, he was already turning heads, becoming the youngest NBA slam dunk champion in history at just 18 years old. Now, you might be wondering, why make that massive leap directly to the pros? Well, this staggering number pretty much tells the story. 2,883. That is the total number of points Kobe scored during his high school career. He absolutely shattered the Southeastern Pennsylvania scoring record, a record previously held by the legendary Wilt Chamberlain. It was incredibly clear, even that early on, that his talent simply could not be contained at the amateur level. Which brings us to section 2, three-peats and turbulence. The early 2000s were, quite frankly, a roller coaster of the highest highs and some deeply turbulent lows. Flourishing in Coach Phil Jackson's famous triangle offense alongside Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe helped lead the Lakers to 3 consecutive NBA championships from 2000 to 2002. It was a dynasty. Yet, that exact same period was heavily marked by growing friction. There was a highly public feud with Shaq as these two massive superstars struggled to coexist on the same roster. And just as that professional tension was peaking, Kobe faced severe personal and legal troubles off the court. In the summer of 2003, Bryant was charged with sexual assault by a 19-year-old hotel employee in Colorado. This case played out under intense media scrutiny, and it heavily damaged his previously pristine public image, causing him to lose major endorsement deals like McDonald's and Nutella. Ultimately, the criminal charges were dropped after the accuser refused to testify at trial. Bryant and the woman subsequently settled a civil lawsuit privately, out of court. Following this, Bryant issued a public apology. He stated that while he truly believed the encounter was consensual, he recognized that she did not view the incident the same way he did. Now, what's really interesting is how this leads us right into section 3, Rise of the Black Mamba. Following the resolution of his legal case and the trade of Shaquille O'Neal in 2004, Bryant found himself as the lone star in Los Angeles, but with a deeply bruised reputation. He needed a new way to channel that immense pressure. So he actually created an alter ego, the Black Mamba. The name was inspired by the deadly snake in the movie Kill Bill. He used this persona to neatly compartmentalize his personal struggles away from his professional life, aiming to strike on the court with 99% accuracy at maximum speed. This mindset became both his armor and his ultimate weapon, fueling a legendary work ethic and driving him to unmatched scoring feats. To put that scoring into perspective, on January 22, 2006, against the Toronto Raptors, Kobe dropped a staggering 81 points in a single game. That places him third all-time in NBA history, sitting right behind Wilt Chamberlain's 100 points and Bam Adebayo's 83. But, this wasn't just a fun piece of trivia. It was dramatic, undeniable proof of his relentless willpower. He was willing to single-handedly drag his team to victory during those Lone Star years. And if you want another example of just how absolutely absurd his scoring dominance was, check out this specific feat from December 2005 against the Dallas Mavericks. Through 3 quarters, Kobe scored 62 points. The entire Mavericks team had only scored 61. He literally outscored a professional NBA team by himself over 36 minutes. It was a period of high volume, sometimes criticized as selfish scoring, but frankly, it was exactly what his subpar supporting cast needed just to stay competitive. Moving right along to Section 4, Redemption and Final Rings. This is where we see a real shift. During this era, Kobe evolved from that isolated scorer into a mature team leader and mentor, especially after Pau Gasol arrived at the Lakers. This path to redemption was methodical. Step 1, he finally wins his first and only regular season league MVP in 2008. Step 2, he completely silences the critics who claimed he couldn't win without Shaq by securing the 2009 NBA championship and his first finals MVP. And Step 3, the absolute pinnacle of his redemption. He defeats the arch-rival Boston Celtics in an agonizing, highly physical Game 7 in 2010 to claim his 5th ring and 2nd consecutive finals MVP. He had finally fulfilled his ultimate competitive drive. When you look at the raw numbers, it is just staggering. 5 championships, 18 All-Star selections, 2 finals MVPs, 2 Olympic gold medals, and 33,643 career points. This perfectly sums up his statistical dominance as a player, right before Father Time and a series of really devastating injuries finally began to catch up with him. But listen, the Mamba mentality wasn't just about scoring titles and championship rings. It was about an absolutely insane pain tolerance and a strict refusal to ever quit. In 2013, he tore his Achilles tendon. That is a catastrophic injury. Yet, he stayed on the court, sank 2 free throws, and then limped off. In 2014, a fractured knee ended his season. In 2015, he tore his right rotator cuff, and instead of leaving the game, he just played the rest of it left-handed. He pushed his physical body to its absolute breaking point. So, the crucial point is how this all wraps up in Section 5, Beyond Basketball and Legacy. While Kobe definitely defined himself by basketball, his evolution proved he was so much more than just an athlete. But before he left the hardwood, he had to give us one last show. 60. That is the number of points a 37-year-old, completely exhausted Kobe Bryant scored in his theatrical final game against the Utah Jazz in 2016. He outscored the entire opposing team in the 4th quarter by himself, delivering this unforgettable finale before signing off with that iconic phrase, Mamba out. He announced his retirement through a deeply personal poem published in the Players' Tribune, titled Dear Basketball. In it, he wrote, "My heart can take the pounding, my mind can handle the grind, but my body knows it's time to say goodbye." It was a beautiful, introspective piece, and amazingly, it wasn't just a farewell letter. It actually became the basis for an animated short film that won him an Oscar in 2018. Kobe's post-retirement reinvention was flourishing. He was thriving as a creator and a mentor. He launched Granity Studios, co-founded a venture capital firm, won an Academy Award, and perhaps most importantly, poured his heart into coaching youth basketball, especially his daughter Gianna's team. Tragically, this really promising second act met an abrupt, heartbreaking end. On January 26, 2020, a helicopter crash in Calabasas claimed the lives of 9 people, including Kobe and his 13-year-old daughter Gianna. It was a shocking, devastating event that literally brought the entire sports world to a standstill. Kobe Bryant's journey was incredibly complex. It was marked by unparalleled competitive fire, severe personal controversies, triumphant redemption, and a truly heartbreaking end. But what remains is the enduring blueprint of his relentless preparation and his resilience. So as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with this final thought. Kobe left absolutely everything he had on the court, every single day, no matter the obstacle. So how will you apply the Mamba mentality to your own life?